Hi, we like to thank you for tuning into the World Boxing Review radio show. My name is Aaron Snow. They call me the Hall of Fame trainer of champions. As we travel the world for past, present, and future stars. In coming to you live from Tampa, Florida. Hey, look, there's a lot of things going on in boxing, and we're going to talk a little bit about all of those things that's going on in boxing. And we like to say this about Boots Ennis last Saturday. Boy, did he look great. Did he look stunning? Did he live up to all the hype as he had a first round stoppage of Lima in the first round to a jam packed arena. Boy, Boots Ennis is really making a statement as uh, that pound for pound list that he's in. Boy, oh boy, he just looked phenomenal. He was putting punches in bunches, and he came out to make a great statement that he is who they say he is. He's something kind of special, and he's something kind of great. And Eddie Hearns hit it right, dead smack in the middle of what's going on. And congratulations to Eddie Hearns for a great job that he does on keep looking for the best fighters out there and keep developing those fighters who dare to be great and giving them the opportunity to be great and to showcase them and to go in their home uh, cities and towns to make stars out of them. And he's done that with Boots Ennis as he come in the fighting capital of Philadelphia to showcase Boots Ennis again to show that this guy is really, really something special. And Eddie Hearns, man, with the zone, man. Eddie, you're doing a great job as you're fighting battles where people are trying to change the game and put the blame on other people, and your head steadfast and steady of developing great champion and using those platforms that have been there for years. These boxing organizations, such as the WBA, the longest um, boxing organization in boxing 104 years. And a matter of fact, they'll be holding their convention in Orlando down in December, down in Florida here in the WBC with over 62 years organization with that green belt from all the great champions who have held that belt also in the IBF with Daryl Peoples and all the people that had held that belt in the WBO. Man, and to put those type of fights on as guys look to be champion and dare to be great, to make them a unified champion. Eddie Hearns with Boots Ennis, man, you got him headed in the right direction. And boy, uh, Philadelphia was lit up by Boots Ennis with that great performance. He lived up to his bill. Let's take it over to the Ukraine, where Usyk has said that he will fight until he's 41 years old. So he's looking and contemplating retirement as people are jiggling and juggling in order to fight for that undisputed heavyweight crown that Usyk holds, man, as being undisputed uh, cruiserweight champion and to move up to be undisputed heavyweight champion. He's something kind of special. He's something kind of great. Usyk is by the things that he accomplished in boxing. However, the WBO had named a mandatory Joseph Parker, and we'll see the outcome in O2 Arena with the WBO Interim Heavyweight Championship on the line. A potential shot at Usyk in the O2 Arena. Joseph Parker and Yardley are biting at the bit to find out who will be interim champion of that WBO heavyweight championship belt. So as Usyk had asked for special permission from an injury that he suffered, and he was granted that extension. So they have said that interim fight could go on to be interim champion. Then Usyk would have to fight the interim heavyweight champion. But Mosley, they had said that was going to fight at the bit to fight Usyk. Everybody wants to fight Usyk. Why not? He's the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. But it's like anything in boxing, you have to pay your dues, and that's called fight some contenders, show that you're worthy of a great shot at a fighter like Usyk, like many of the great champions in history have done, is that it ain't no step aside the contenders or the pretenders. You have to beat some pretenders and contenders to get that foul shot like Usyk and the rest of them done to be great. In the meantime, as we're talking about Usyk and what's going on with that undisputed heavyweight championship of the world, you know, there's conversations about Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury of that fight happening. I think that's what the people want. Give the people what they want. They should have fought a while ago, but both of them been off for a little time, and they have contemplating what they want to do, you know. But I think that fight with Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is a barn burner. It's a sellout, and second to none, man. I think it would set all kind of records if them two would climb in the ring to meet. What a great heavyweight fight that would be. And I don't think the promoters should miss that calling. And, you know, Eddie Hearns, I know he's been trying to make this match for a long time. I think it's the other side with Tyson Fury and them that are having trouble at sitting at the negotiating table to make this fight happen. I think Anthony Joshua and his team, like Eddie Hearns and them, want to make that fight happen. And, you know, with all the other things happening, we have reports that are coming out of California about Dana White and the Muhammad Ali Act and all of that. Let me say this here. The Muhammad Ali Act, as it's called, can only be mended by Congress. And in July, there was an attempt by two congressmen to amend that statute, that law, one from Georgia, another one from the Midwest. And they're not in session right now. They're out of session. And, you know, they got other bigger and better things. But that Muhammad Ali Act can't be amended by a state. It has to be amended by Congress. So the words and the gossip about, you know, California amending that rule, they may not accept it in their state as a state commission, but it is a federal law until Congress puts a vote on it to change it. And I don't think they're going to change it because it's a good rule and it's a good act. And it is for betterment of the people. And what is being proposed by Dana White at many points is totally illegal what he's trying to do, because the act speaks of the things that he's doing. And Dana White has already had lawsuits of the Muhammad Ali Act filed against him. And I think Oscar De La Hoya is right. I think Eddie Hearns is right of what they're saying. And I commend them for standing up for the sport of boxing about these rules and regulations that all of us that have participated in the game of boxing for a long time, we don't try to change the rules, that statute. All we do is use the guidelines that are put forth in order for us to have fair play across the board. And Eddie Hearns, what makes him a great promoter He had investment capital come in to what he was doing. Never did he ever try to change the rules and the regulation. He just plays by the boundary lines that are already set up. And I commend Eddie Hearns for doing that, for playing in the boundary lines that are already set up for what all of us have done for years, and don't try to mend the rules to fit a corporation that's greedy and not needy. You know, when you talk about Dana White saying, well, we're going to set a level where fighters can get $150 a round. It's been a while since fighters made $150 a round. How about you up the scale with the big $5 billion capital that you got and put it at, why don't you say $5,000 a round? Since you got the big money and you're multi-billionaire now, you either go big or go home. And I think $150 is a crying shame. And it talks about the capital in your mindset of how you're trying to screw the fighters with that before you even get in the game and keep getting started. In the contracts, let's see the contracts that you got and all of those fighters' names that you use that in order to get a big contract like that. Let's see if you're going to pay those fighters' names that you use a part of that money that you got. You know, let's spell the game right when you're saying all these things. And California might amend it for their state, but the media, the statute ain't changed. That Muhammad Ali Act is what it is. And why Muhammad Ali? Why would he, with John McCain, fight to get some act like that changed? Personally, Muhammad Ali told me personally, ain't nobody through the news or anything, when I was young. Muhammad Ali told me that the businessmen that took his contract over and gave him money when he first came out of the Olympics, Muhammad Ali was taking less than 10% of his fight purses home. And Muhammad Ali felt that at that time it was an unjust thing of what was happening to him. And that's why he spent a lifetime of standing up for injustices in the sport as he went and fought and tried to change things. So this is why we're trying to say is that those unjust things, what they're saying, and someone that ain't in the game and hasn't been in the game may speak, but they don't know the real deal about that Muhammad Ali Act and what it was, its purpose and all the form of it. So, hey, look, man, ain't nobody saying that you shouldn't be in the game. All we're saying is set the game right and set the boundaries right, where corporate America don't make out totally, and the fighters still get the end of the stick at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Do it right so it's fair play, equal share for everybody. And not saying that if you put your money up, you shouldn't get a great return. No one's saying that, but don't try to F the people before you even get started. And Eddie Hearns, hats off to you, man. Keep fighting hard, man. You're throwing dukes upside their head. And trust me, Eddie Hearns, you're outperforming them and out-promoting them every day and every night, Eddie. Keep up the good work, man. And, hey, look, tell them to come over. You want to set the record, come on over to England, Wembley Stadium. Let's see if you can get 93,000 fans in Wembley. Eddie Hearns, what you did with Tyson, with Anthony Joshua in Wembley, who holds the record for Wembley Stadium. You know, that's something amazing that you have done. It's a major accomplishment in how you're streaming boxing all the time on DAZN, man. Hats off to you for Eddie Hearns. Keep your hands up. Keep using that jab. and watch out for the counter punches. And guess what? Be prepared, Eddie. They're going to throw low blows at you, but you got a couple and you can take the shot. Stay at it, Eddie Hearns. Bless you for all that you do. But up and coming, let's take it to New Jersey. The New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame with Henry Hascott for November up there at Garfield, man. It's been a while, man, that Henry Hascott has been doing a great job with that New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame. And let me tell you, at that place, man, the food that Henry Hascott serves for that New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame induction dinner is second to none. Once you walk in the door, man, the food don't never stop being served. And boy, does it taste so great from shrimp, lobster, steak, different kind of pasta, seafood pasta, man. It's unbelievable. And the desserts are second to none from the time you get in the door to your time you leave. You're just fed. And even while the induction ceremonies are going on, they're still bringing food around and desserts and appetizers, man. So if you can, get to that New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame. And up and coming, you got the Ring 8. Ring 8 is holding their ceremonies and with Ron McNair. Look, you got to get the Ring 8, Boxers Helping Boxers, and that dinner is also kind of special. And Schwartzy, baby, you're going in, you're getting an award for Cut Man of the Year, Schwartzy, man. We want to say congratulations to you, sport, for a job well done, man. You're a great guy, and I'm glad that Ron McNair and his board were able to see that you were worthy of it, and you just righteously deserve it, man. My hats go off to you for all that you do. And as we're getting and coming into different holiday seasons, we will be reporting the different things that are going on in boxing. But if you look down in the chat part of describing the show, there's a list of up and coming fights that are going to be televised. So look at that. And as you do that, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning into the World Boxing Review radio show. My name is Aaron Snowell. They call me the Hall of Fame trainer of champions as we travel the world for past, present, and future stars.